Hey guys, it's Dylan again with another deck profile. Today I am doing my Heartluru deck. Everyone's excited for that guy, as you can see. So we're going to start with the ride line. We got Titty. He lets you draw a card. He's also a happy toy, and that's what the deck is based off of.
I'm sorry, is his name Titty?
TT.
Okay, fair enough. His name is Titty. I'm like, hold on now.
Yeah. So the ride line helps you grab the deck kind of plays like a Brank Gate deck. It's, you got to grab orders and stuff. So Nut Crumbs, what he does is all you have to do is when he's placed. And it's nice because this deck, the ride line, is a lot of when placed. So you can do the abilities like right then and there. Because most decks are like when wrote upon. So this is really fun for this deck. What he does is when he's wrote upon, or when he's placed, from writing on the Titty, you can reveal a Heartluru from your ride line and then grab a Toys Are Made for Children order. Let me show you what the order looks like. So this is the order that basically has made the deck, and you want to run 4 of it. So what it does is, sorry, let me just get these out of the way. What it does is, if your Vanguard is a happy toy, or you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Heartluru in its card name, this card gets all the following. When this unit is put into the order zone, look at the top 5 cards of the deck, choose up to 2 happy toys from among them, reveal them, so you're going to choose 2 and you show them to your opponent or whatever. Choose a card from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand. So put it in your hand. And then choose up to 1 card, and then put the rest of the revealed cards into the soul. So at the very least, if you only get 1, that's kind of cool because it's like you drew a card, so it's a lot of gaining for the hand. So that's really helpful. So that's what the whole deck kind of runs around this order. So you're trying to get all of them into your hand as quick as possible, and then all of them into your order zone. So pretty much that, yeah. So that's what that card does. So I don't really have to review it later, but that's the main part of the deck. So then the next card in the ride line is the second ability of Nut Crumbs. It's usually for later. So I'll just read it. If the ability will not go off if it's on any other rear guard but the middle center, or the back row center. So what it does is, placed by the ability, if your opponent's Vanguard is a grade 3, so you can really only get it off if you go second, efficiently. So it's more or less a going second deck, honestly. Let's see, what else does it do? If you don't have a Cutie Titty Bear in the bind zone, you can counterblast 1, bind it, and then you can search for Toys Are Made for Children. So you kind of need these 2 to go off and grab the other one, so you're gonna need these 2. The grade 2 in the ride line is Kosher Shark. He does the same thing as Nutcrumb. You reveal a grade 3 Heartluru, and you can grab the order, and then you're going to immediately put it into the order zone and then do its ability. And its second ability is really cool, is if later on you're kind of getting scarce, you're not getting your teddy bear or your Braviloss, you can call him. He attacks a rear guard, and then you can Soul Blast 1 and stand him. So he can attack the Vanguard and then stand, but he can attack a rear guard. So, it's just an annoying little attack. But, it's better than nothing. And then you have Heartluru. Oh, someone's calling me. Oh, whatever, who cares? Well, maybe I should care. Can you pause this?
Oh, shit. Hold on. Is it over?
No, but I need to get that phone.
I think I can pause it. We'll be back. Hey guys, it's Tyler here for my Heartluru deck profile. We got Titty, Nut, Shark, and...
What?
What are you doing?
What?
Hey!
Sorry guys, that was a phone call I got, so I'm just gonna be back. It was nobody really. So, the ability of your Heartluru, grade 3, his abilities will go off according to how many orders you've played. So if you have 3 or more, your front row gets 5k power. And then his act ability, you can Energy Blast 3, choose the same number of happy toys from your soul as the same amount of orders you have in the order zone. So you can, pretty much call out a whole full field, even if they wipe your whole board. As long as you've got a pretty decent soul, you can call them all back, which is pretty nice. It's kind of like Harry. It's a little bit of it's kind of like the standard Harry it should have been, but whatever. And then when he attacks, you can counterblast 1 and perform the following, depending on how many you have in the order zone. If you have 2 or more, you can counterblast one. Or no, I'm sorry. You if you have 2 or more, you can choose a front row rear guard or a happy toy and stand it. Oh, it's not even. Oh yeah, it is front row. I'm sorry. You stand it and it gets plus 10k power. And the grade 2 units, the Ravilos and the Teddy, they get certain abilities when they stand, so it's pretty good. So those are usually your main targets. If there's 3 or more, Heartluru gets plus 5k power and an extra drive. That's pretty good. And then if you've gotten the ideal amount, which is 4, you can choose another rear guard in the front row and stand and get plus 10k power. So that's what makes it a 6 attack deck. Okay, that's the ride line. We'll go to grade 1s. Sure, let's go to grade 1s. So I run Sanctitude and 3 basic perfect guards. We've got 2 Philias. You're always playing in order, and yeah, you're always playing in order, so you mainly can reliably get her ability off. The deck doesn't really do a lot of control on the other person's turn, so I mean, but at least you're playing in order usually, so that's pretty good. I run 4 block horse. His ability, back row right. He can intercept from the back row, and if your order zone has a toys are made for children, this unit gets plus 5k shield. So when he intercepts, he gets another plus 5k, but also whenever he's in your hand, he also can be a 10k guard. So that's pretty good too. Let's see what else we got. We got the Amethyst, so the Jewel Beast for Dark States. You can countercharge, which this deck kind of counterlasts a lot, so that's pretty clutch when you can do that, and he can guard for 20k, so that's pretty good. One thing to remember about him is if you haven't used the TD Bear and the Nut Crumb yet, make sure not to return them back to the ride line if you haven't got it in your Avarice Rester, because you might destroy your chances of getting that last order quicker, you know what I mean? So make sure you're aware of that before you guard with him and activate his ability, or use his ability in general. So 4 of the Sparkly Bunny, when she's placed, if your order zone has a toys made for children, look at the top 3 cards of the deck, choose up to a card from among them, put it into the soul. Which is kind of nice. She also can grab any card. It doesn't have to be a happy toy. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but that's a nice thing about her. Also, her top ability doesn't have to be placed in the back row left. Her bottom ability goes off into the back row left, but that first ability, you can kind of call her anywhere you want, so that's kind of nice. Her bottom ability is when your happy toy in the same column as this unit stands, you may stand her as well. So that's also another thing, so it's an extra power both times. She will get retired. Now, there's one thing I did forget to mention. So at the end of the turn, she would get retired. Now, I forgot to mention this. Your order also has another ability that when they're in the order zone, you can rest 2 and put a happy toy back into the soul. So if you did retire her, at the beginning of your turn, when you're doing your active abilities and stuff, you can just rest 2 and then just throw those cards back into the soul. So that's another thing about guarding. I mean, you can really guard with your main units because, your happy toy, your toys are made for children order can put them back into the soul. So that's another thing to remember as well. And also, you kind of want to run as many happy toys as possible in the current build because, you have so many cards that search out happy toys, and you want to raise your chances of getting them. The Avarice Rester is a really good grade 1. If you're not able to grab that last order, either by drawing or damaging it from the Teddy or anything like that, basically what he does is you place him, you discard a card, you grab an order from your deck, you put it to the drop zone, and then you can play it for the turn. So he's really good. He gives you, nice scapegoat if you can't get him.
It's a good card.
Yeah, it's a great card. Yeah.
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Scapegoat.
Oh.
4 tokens. Oh. Hello?
Oh, yeah, that's funny. Okay. Twin cast, it's just a nice Regalias piece. Good for guarding. One of that. Well, you can only run one, but... So 4 Bravilos and then 4 Giant Fluff. Those are pretty standard cards for the deck. What Bravilos does is, if you have a Happy Toys Are Made for Children, counterblast 1 and draw a card. And then if your opponent's at grade 3, he gets plus 5k power. So even if they're not at grade 3, at least you're guaranteeing a draw, which is nice. And then his ability is only active, his bottom ability is only active on front row left. When he stands, by the ability of your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Heartluru in its card name, he gets a crit. So that's pretty good. And then Heartluru is also getting him 10k, which is pretty dope. Giant Fluff's ability is... So he's pretty cool because if you do damage one of the orders, he can grab it. He can grab it from the damage zone. He can also grab it from the drop. So that's pretty good. And put it in your hand. You would just put the damage, replace the damage at the top card of the deck after you do the damage one, if you grab it. And then his other ability is if he stands due to the ability of my Vanguard with Heartluru in its card name, he gets plus 10k power and your opponent must call 2 or more cards. So that one's pretty good when they guard with him. So these are the grade 3s, just 3 Heartluru, why not? And then the triggers, pretty standard 4 heal, 3 of the plus 5k front, and then let's see how many we got. 8 critical. The deck's pretty good because it's like you get a lot of pressure, and then we also are running a lot of guarding. So the front and the twin cast and stuff like that. And then the Valnout red over trigger. It's pretty good for this deck because you're gonna get Giant Fluff that pretty much is gonna like destroy your opponent's hand as far as guarding because they're gonna have to guard with more than one and stuff like that. And then also Giant Fluff Bravilost because he gets a crit. So it's it's a pretty good card for that deck for this deck. The red over trigger in my opinion is a really good over trigger, maybe the best one. So it's pretty good in any deck. So that was my deck profile, and I like you.
Bye.
Bye.